Okay, before we get into it, let me first start off by saying this happened about 3 years ago. The girls are under a lot of stress, coupled with the fact that the production team, was actively trying to stir drama. This is not me shading anyone. I'm simply commenting on how they reacted in those moments. That's it. Please do not send hate to any of these girls. That's just not it. I'm gonna say it at the end too. Let's go. It was all part of being messy. There was really no need to bring her back for her to just say this. I saw her agreeing and I was like, dang, ain't that your friend? Or did the camera just make us believe otherwise? Other than not showing up and being late, I don't know what other rules Manon broke. And if we're being honest, or rather based on what the show has shown me, a lot of other girls were missing. I didn't see anyone tell her, no, you're wrong, no other girl has been missing lessons, or no other girls have been missing practice. So my question was, why was it an issue when she did it? And I think I got my answer. I think it's because even after she was missing, people still voted for her, people still loved her, because they loved what they saw on the screen. And that's why I feel like what Bang PD said about star power and only watching them through the screen makes so much sense. Because watching Manon perform, yeah, there were moments where people, including me, thought she could have done better, but it never gave missing several days or hours of practice. Because at the end of the day is what people saw on screen that they were judging. I understand why girls were mad, don't get me wrong. I understand why people were mad because not only did she miss practice, but she was being ranked high. So it's like, dang, what about me that's putting in so much effort? And that is when I say they just don't know how survival shows work. Because at the end of the day, I've been saying it, I've said it multiple times on my page. It's not about your skill. If we're being honest, it's not about your skill. It's not about how much hard work and dedication you put into it because it's a popularity contest. At the end of the day, whoever the public likes, they are going to vote for them. And I feel like the girls couldn't wrap their heads around that, and that is why they were mad at her. There was no reason for us to bring her back so she can start saying this, because to be honest, I gave her a side eye. And here's why. She was going off about how she's so hardworking and dedicated, which to be honest, I did see how hardworking and dedicated she has been, or she was throughout her stay in the show, but she was the same one in this scene that said she felt like they didn't like her, that the people who made the decision didn't like her. Or did I just read it wrong? Someone let me know in the comment section. If so, then my entire point based off of this is invalid. But let me make the point anyway. So if you said that you felt like they didn't like you, or they didn't want you there, however you worded it, because you were like, dang, I've been here since day one, they should have let me at least go a little bit further, I think it's a bit hurtful to the other girls as well. Because Manon would have made it because she was in the top 6. So you were basically saying they should have eliminated another girl and not me since I was here since day one. And honestly, it wasn't giving. But coming back to that, my point. If you said you felt like they didn't like you, why did you have to keep bringing Manon up in your conversation? Because at that point, Manon is not to blame for them not liking you enough to keep you in the show. You were just putting your frustration out on her because she is popular. I guess that's just how I think about it. Also, if people were just mad that Manon made it because she was popular and dang, she's been missing classes, blah, 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 why was Ilya ostracized? Because she put in all the hard work and dedication, yet they still gave her looks. So was it really about the fact that Manon was missing? For some reason, it just doesn't add up for me. And I appreciate her for saying it how she saw it. And quite frankly, I appreciate her honesty. Because she was like, don't do that fake stuff with me, please. It was the fact that one of their friends left and she stayed. And to them, she didn't deserve to be in it. Or rather, they made her feel like she didn't deserve it as much as the other girl did. So if you have made someone who works hard feel that way, and you've also made someone who doesn't work as hard feel that way, is it really because of the hard work? I'm gonna let y'all decide. As I said before, I understand why the girls would feel that way, but at the end of the day, it's a survival show, it's a popularity contest. So equating making it into the group because of skill is just completely out of the question. Although I am gonna say this, I do not agree with the producers or whoever was behind this allowing Manon to stay in a different location from the girls. To me, that was just not it. If all the girls had to stay together, she needed to be with them as well. For me as a producer, that's where I would draw the line. Maybe it was something on a deeper level because all I heard was family dinner is important to me. And I'm sitting there like, well, she can have her family dinner and come back. So in my opinion, I disagree. She should not have stayed in a different building or different location from the girls because I feel like that is what made this situation worse. They made this situation worse. So again, I do blame whoever is behind this. I do want people to give these girls grace because they were all under a lot of stress. So please, let's not hate on them and just support them on what they're doing right now. Oh my gosh, making the video too long. All right, guys, end of this part. Other parts coming soon. Thoughts in the comments.